Hello everyone, and we are here in Simi Valley, California for the burial site of the 40th President of the United States, Ronald Wilson Reagan. I'm very excited to be here right now, guys. This is the final resting place of the legendary figure himself, Ronald Reagan. We all know him, and love him. So this is in Southern California in Simi Valley. Look at this view up here, man. It's beautiful. You guys know Reagan was president from 1981 to 1989. He served 2 terms in the 1980s. He was a Hollywood actor in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. And then eventually he got into politics. He ran for governor of California in 1966 and won. And he also ran for re-election in 1970. He served 2 terms as governor of California, and then ran for president in 1980, defeating Jimmy Carter in 1980 for re-election. Reminds me a lot of Gerald Ford's up there in Grand Rapids. So he died in 2004. He was born in 1911. And this is kind of like the new thing that the presidents do. All the presidents that have died within the last 30 years have all been buried on the grounds of their presidential libraries. And they kind of have like a wall-like memorial. This area is closed, so they're dedicating this thing. So once these people move, we'll do the scream. We'll scream Ronald Reagan for smash. That man is good, that what is right will always eventually triumph, and there is purpose and worth to each and every life. Ronald Wilson Reagan, February 6, 1911 to June 5th, 2004. He was 93 years old when he died. Although he had sadly been battling Alzheimer's disease for the last 10 years of his life. And then Nancy Reagan, July 6th, 1921 to March 6th, 2016. What's kind of interesting about him and his wife there, all of the dates of their birth and deaths are almost all 6, except for Reagan, who died on June 5th. So he was a day off from the 6th. So we're going to do this with Ronald Reagan and that. It's been a while. Ronald Reagan for smash! It's such an honor to be here, Mr. Reagan. Simi Valley. Listed in 1937, and that was the year that he also got his first debut at Warner Brothers. He did 7 in 1966. He served as a Hollywood movie star, and that's when he came over to California. He was originally born in Illinois, though. And he moved over to California, and then he, like I said, he ran for governor for 2 terms. Everybody's out here. What? I all missed the screen.
They all came out because of the screen.
I think they're gonna all scream Ronald Reagan for smash in unison. What I thought was cool about this is the drive up to his library. It has a portrait of every single president, all 46 presidents of the United States, on like a poster. And after he was president, he lived here in Simi Valley, and he had his ranch, the Ronald Reagan Ranch, and he enjoyed horse riding in his private life. I mean, he was kind of out of the public eye for the last 10 years of his life after his presidency. But he did live all the way until 2004, the whopping age of 93, and then his wife lived to be 95. So very good age. Very well, life well lived. All right, guys, this is the drive up to Ronald Reagan's presidential library. See, there's signs of every single president. We just passed Washington. First president right here, we have John Adams, 1797 to 1801. Third president, Thomas Jefferson, 1801 to 1809. Then we got to move up here a little bit. Beautiful landscape out here. This is James Madison, fourth president, 1809 to 1817. Then way up here, we got a biker. Very cool. We got James Monroe, number 5, 1817 to 1825. A lot of these we've been to their grave sites of. A lot of these presidents I have. There's John Quincy Adams, number 6, 1825 to 1829. There's a big road up through here, long road. Andrew Jackson, 1829 to 1837. Jacksonian. Martin Van Buren, the legend himself with the sideburns, 1837 to 1841. Then the man himself, William Henry Harrison, 1841 to 1841. He's the one that only served a month in office, president number 9. John Tyler, number 10, 1841 to 1845. buried in Richmond. Next, we got James Polk, 1845 to 1849. Number 12 up here, Zachary Taylor, 1849 to 1850. Died in office after about a year. Sad story with Zachary Taylor. Got poisoned his cherries or something at a 4th of July party. Look at this landscape. We got Millard Fillmore up there, 1850 to 1853. The Compromise of 1850, the legendary document that sucked. Franklin Pierce, number 14, 1853 to 1857. Next, we got number 15 up here, James Buchanan, 1857 to 1861. You can see there's stuff on the back of him as well. We didn't get those on film, though. Abraham Lincoln, the man himself, number 16, 1861 to 1865. Emancipation Proclamation, Civil War. Andrew Johnson, number 17, 1865 to 1869. Next up over here, we have General and President Ulysses S. Grant, number 18, 1869 to 1877 for Grant. Rutherford B. Hayes, buried in Fremont, Ohio, 1877 to 1881. The desk from the Oval Office was given to Hayes by Queen Victoria in 1880. Fun fact there. There's James A. Garfield back there, 1881 to 1881, short-served president. Now we have to do a spin-around turn to get to Chester Arthur's because his is in a really weird spot. There's this roundabout. So here's the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. You're going to see a really wicked move by the driver right now. Our car's about to pull off. There's Grover Cleveland, but he's number 22. And number 24. We don't have number 21. So we have to turn around to find Chester Arthur's, and it's way off to the side. You'll see that. So there's Grover Cleveland, 1885 to 1889, and 1893 to 1897. 2 non-consecutive turns. We'll get back to Cleveland here in a second. We're gonna drive the opposite way of this roundabout, because why not? We want to see Chester Arthur's. We can't forget about Chester Arthur, the most legendary president ever. I mean, everybody's favorite president, top tier, Chester Arthur. There's George W. Bush back there. A lot of them are on the backs, so we have to turn the car around again so you can see him. It was a foggy day out here in Simi Valley, but it was beautiful. See, one way, but we're going this way. So there's Chester Arthur, 1881 to 1885. He took over after Garfield was assassinated, although the doctors pretty much killed him. If the doctors would have done nothing, Garfield would have lived. After he was shot by Charles Guiteau in July, he didn't die till September. Horrible death of Garfield. There's Grover Cleveland back there, 1885 through 89, and then 1893 to 1897. There's Benjamin Harrison, number 23, 1889 to 1893. William McKinley, also assassinated, 1897 to 1901. Theodore Roosevelt, number 26. Taft, 1909 to 1913. Woodrow Wilson up here, 1913 to 1921. The legendary Warren Harding. If you guys haven't already, check out the Centennial video posted about a month ago, 2 months ago. Warren Harding, 1921, 1923. Calvin Coolidge, number 30 back here, 1923 to 1929. Roaring 20s. And then Herbert Hoover back here. Number 32, Franklin Roosevelt, 1933 to 1945. World War II, the Depression. There's Ronald Reagan. This is his library. So now we have to flip to the backs of them to have the rest of them. It has Harry Truman through Biden on the back. So we got to turn around. This is his presidential library. They had Auschwitz exhibit on... They had an Auschwitz exhibit on tour that was like a limited time till January of next year. They had a Republican debate took place 2 days before I was there on Wednesday, September 27th. There's Harry Truman, the Republican debate for the 2024 election, which is pretty interesting. Dwight D. Eisenhower, number 34. John F. Kennedy, 1961 to 1963, also assassinated as very famously. There's Lyndon B. Johnson, number 36, 1963 to 1969. Here's the other California president, Richard Nixon, 1969 to 1974, only president to resign. Gerald Ford took over. Only president to never be elected. Jimmy Carter, still alive, just turned 99 years old. Number 39, Ronald Reagan himself, 1981 to 1989. George Bush Sr., 1989 to 1993. Here's Bill Clinton, 1993 to 2001, number 42. Reagan Presidential Library, so now we got to go over here. There's George W. Bush, 2001 to 2009, number 43. 43rd President, George W. Bush. Next up is, we're getting pretty modern now. We have Obama, 2009 to 2017. And then this bus was covering up Trump's banner. But Donald Trump's over there, 2017 to 2021. You can kind of see it there, but the bus is covering it up. I don't know why, but it was. Maybe there's a reason behind it. Maybe it was just sitting there. I don't know. And finally, we got number 46, Joe Biden, 2021 to today. Very cool, very cool.
That's gonna conclude the burial site for Ronald Reagan, everybody. Let me know what you thought down below. And be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Wow!